Alice's Balloon Race is an Alice Comedies from 1926, directed by Walt Disney, with Margie Gay as Alice. And I will say, this is definitely one of the ones where it feels more like Julius Comedies, because Julius is in it a lot more than Alice. But I like Julius, so that's fine, but I would have liked to have seen a bit more of the live action blending with the animation. There were some bits in this that I thought were okay, but I didn't love it. I feel like it started off quite well. It is about a balloon race, and we have obviously the setting up of that and the balloons and people getting their balloons ready. Really enjoyed that. But then once the actual narrative got going and other characters started to get introduced, I felt like the pacing kind of slowed down quite a bit, and it just wasn't as interesting as it perhaps started out being. So that was a bit of a shame. But then there's a bit with a dash hunt, which is, I'll be honest, it played out way longer than it should have done. It lasted such a long time. But because I really liked the animation of that and how the dog was animated, I actually found it to be quite pleasing. So I know it's kind of contradicting myself to say that the pacing there was bad, but I liked it. But I have to say it worked. And then it slowed down again and it stopped being as interesting. So it's definitely a very roller coaster cartoon. Sometimes I felt like it was pretty good, and then, straight away it would start to slow down. The characters wouldn't be that interesting. So it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. There are moments in it that I thought worked quite well. Would I recommend it? Well, sure, if you're an Alice fan, I'd say it's worth watching at least once. It's definitely not making my list of top favourite Alice Comedies cartoons. I wouldn't mind watching it again, but I certainly wouldn't pay full attention to it all the way through like I did this time. I'd, pick out the bits that I liked. So it's definitely not my favourite, but if you're a fan of Alice Comedies in general, then Alice's Balloon Race is worth watching, I think.